morning, this is GrandthumbFarms here on Elm Creek 25. I'm doing the Neapolitan Challenge Cereal Tycoon Edition. I woke up this morning worried about my harvester. 2 months, we have to have a harvester. I have $1,000. It's $95,000. First thing I do is flood my fields. And the stalker gets up early too. We've got some wood. That's good. I looked at the finance page and it told me I couldn't even think about leasing it unless I had $4,700, and that tells me that that's 5%. I guess it's pretty simple. 40,000 would be pretty close to 40%. Flood the field, please. I need pretty big money to be able to get the harvester in 2 months and not be worried about it. I do believe that some of our equipment at least should be ending soon, because several of the pieces of equipment were for a year and we got them straight away. No, I guess we just got that one. I could look. So 2, 3, and 4 months for these items. I believe this 550 is, I don't know what that is. I think it's the water tank, but I do want a new water tank. $3,500 a month. I don't want to spend any more than that for the harvester. I'm going to watch the finance page and try to figure out how much I need to lease it for that kind of price. Anyway, I wanted to flood my fields, and I'm going to start my daily chores, and then we'll figure out how we can make some money. We've added the wood to the daily chores and the lettuce and cabbage. We might be pretty good. Let's see how we do this morning. Maybe I'm worrying about nothing. I'll be right back. I've got my produce mostly loaded. I still have to load the honey and the milk, but I don't want to load that till right before I leave. I also have to load the wood, but that's probably going to have to go on a separate load. But I wanted to check something. I'm pretty sure, or I had it in my head anyway, that we get a discount at our own kiosk. So I wanted to test that. Once I test it, I'm going to go do a couple of contracts to get the day started. Then I'll come back before it gets too hot and sell the rest of the produce. Spring onions. Okay, it says $4.38 is what we get. So let's see if that's actually what we get. But yes, we get a bonus. And we got $5.70 instead of whatever I said, $4.80. And another bonus, $63 for the environmental score. Okay, I just wanted to check that, make sure it was, my head was right. I'm gonna head off and do a couple of contracts, get everything started, and then we'll come back and see what's next. Good afternoon. Well, I have been running around kind of like a nut this morning. I've done 9 contracts, I believe. And by the way, this won't fit on the Can-Am. I thought it might, but I was wrong. But I have one more contract to do before we call it a day. I'm going to take is this fertilizer or herbicide? I'm going to take this herbicide up to the yard, drop it off, pick up the trailer, do our deliveries, and then I'm gonna go do this wood transport contract, and that looks like it's gonna be the end of the day. I was able to get pretty good money. I started with, I think, $1,700 this morning, and we're up over 33, so that's good news. There was a period when I was doing a whole lot of these wood transport contracts, and I was getting pretty good, but I hadn't done very many lately, so it might be a little interesting. I do love this truck. You can't dump it over. I don't believe you can anyway. I've never been able to do it, even driving crazy. I'm gonna head up to the yard and drop this herbicide off and get everything delivered. I can't remember if I mentioned it earlier, but I would like to upgrade my water barrel or water tanker or whatever you want to call it. I think ours is 2,000. I think I want to pick up the 6,000 liter one. The other day when I added a bunch of water to all the productions, it was a whole lot of trips. So I'd like to see if I can cut that workload down. And I didn't think this through. I have to get somebody to bring the side-by-side up here. Our goats don't eat much. You don't eat much. So what I think I'm going to do... Did we get more babies? No. There's no way. It must be the same ones. We did get more babies. Huh. All right. Way to go, guys. Look at those. The other one's lost in the grass. Oh, there it is. And I lost track of what I was saying. Yep, this is kind of tight here. I look forward to having this moved just a little bit. Okay, the wood goes to the Cooper. That's the best price. And everything goes to our little kiosk where we get the bonus money. My craziest load yet. It looks like I could have loaded it all on one row in hindsight, but I just felt crazy. And I had a driver bring up the side-by-side so we can take the milk when we get back. It looks like we'll be able to move into July in this episode. We'll see, but it feels like we can anyway. $7,000. Off to the Cooper. Looks like for $200 less, I could have sold it at the Carpenter, which is the building that's right across from our farm. This is too far. Like it would be tough to get in here with the big old logging truck. Another 5,000-ish. So I was looking at the animals earlier, and what I was thinking about is the amount of hay we have in our hay loft and the amount of hay that they require doesn't quite match up. So I may end up selling off some of this hay, getting another cutting next month anyway. We'll be getting around another 60,000 liters. So I think we're doing pretty good on hay. Although I would like to get a small cattle pasture and start growing up our cattle for when we're ready to get the dairy going. They won't be making any money because they won't produce any milk, but they'll be growing up. We'll see how the contracts look tomorrow. Maybe we can do that before we sell any hay. Whoops, gotta fit just right. There it goes, like a glove. And I'll have to check when that contract's due, and I may put that contract off until tomorrow. Perfect. All right, 162. We'll see you at the dairy. I can definitely tell that our volume is increasing. It's not driving nearly as easily. $600. Nice. All right, back to the farm. I think what I'm going to do is clean up the yard. I'm going to knock out that wood transport and then call it a day. And in the morning, I'll start getting ready for the harvest. It should be a short day tomorrow, but I'll pick up the equipment that I'm looking for. So I'm going to get that done and see you in a little bit. Good morning. First thing to do in the mornings when you're farming rice is to fill the fields or flood the fields, and I no longer need to flood them, or as of right now I don't. And it's out of water, so I guess it stays dry for a month, which makes sense. So flooding the fields is done. My grass is ready to harvest, so I'll be able to make hay, and I'm not going to trample it this time around. So I should get about 60,000 liters. Hi, bees. The goats were given 1,500 liters one time, and they've only used 300 liters. And they've got meadow, so they're fine. And I've got lots of hay. I have over 180,000 liters of hay in the hayloft that I can sell. And to get it to the sale place, which is going to be the animal barn, because it's the same price as the farmer's market at $49 a liter, but a little bit closer. I can take my forage wagon, which holds 16,000 liters. I guess it's liters. It's 16,000 cubic meters. Or I can upgrade my trailer for $6,500 to get 28. So with the amount of trips I'm going to take, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the trailer. Upgrade the trailer, sell the hay, sell all the other goods, make the hay, and then possibly trade out the water barrel for a larger one and pick up my harvester for tomorrow. That's what I need to do. So let's go reconfigure the trailer first. Get everything repaired and customize the bale trailer for $6,500. That'll do it. I have a feeling this tractor might have a little bit of a problem hauling the trailer. If it does, then I'll get somebody to switch out the tires on my Agco White and use it. Something I forgot to mention is I installed a light on the farm. It was kind of dark one night when I was cleaning up, so I decided to put it in. Look at that hay. Let's see if I can get to the animal barn without getting lost or using a map. There's some good looking cattle. I might be interested in getting those. This is a happening place. Okay, let's see what we can make per load. $1,300 and $155 on the bonus score. I think I may pick up a weight instead of using the front forks for a weight for traveling around if I'm going to use this to deliver. I just need to make this trip several more times and then we can get on with the rest of our day. This is going to be my last load. Turns out with spending the money on the trailer upgrade, I was able to make a couple of $1,000s. And the Agco was much more comfortable to drive on the road. So I used it for most of the trips and was able to fill it with fuel. And now I just gotta remember to fuel up this on my way back and we'll sell the last load. Okay, I'm going to load up everything for sale and get it sold. I'm going to get this stuff at the kiosk first. Then I'll head off and sell the wood and the milk. Okay, I'm all loaded up, ready to sell this first batch of goods. Almost $9,000 it looks like. Go sell some wood and some milk. So I'm headed to the warehouse to sell the wood products and the dairy to sell the milk. And that should be the last of our goods. Then we just have to cut the grass, turn the grass, and then pick up the hay. And that should be it. Oh. And buy some equipment. $6,000. Hey, buddy. Nice sunny day today. Thank you for the $500. Have a good day. I'll take it. So we have grass work left and then some shopping to do. And once the shopping's over, we'll figure out if we can call it a day or if we have to do any contracts to make it through the night. Hopefully it'll just be it for the day. We'll see. And I guess it always depends what the contracts are, whether or not I do them at some point, because I like the monies. Alright, back to the farm. I paid off my old water tanker and bought this one. It's around $6,000 versus the $2,000 of the other one. So I'll make lots fewer trips when I run around filling everything up. I'm going to drop this off at the farm and head back to the shop and get our harvester for the rice. I think I'll pick this one. $4,800 lease cost. If I go 2 years and pay 40%, that gives me a monthly cost of $24.37. I think I'll do that. Getting it home will be a trick. So I'm going to get this low loader and I'm going to put 20% down for 2 years. And I didn't mean to buy the side guards. Dang it. They tricked me. It was $1,000 difference. Okay, let's go check out our new stuff. I think that'll be perfect for what we need if I ever have to bring that planter anywhere. Kind of a small space in there. I'm gonna have to look at the manual. I can't read any of those characters. It's got a zoom boom. Nice. Okay, it's a perfect day for hay, so I'm gonna get this back to the yard and I'll rake it up and put it in the hayloft. Well, it looks like we're running a little bit long today, so I'm going to just get everything cleaned up, put away, and we'll have to just pick up in the morning. There was a couple of other things that I wanted to do, but it's nothing that has to be done today, so I do appreciate you coming out and spending some of your time with me here today. I thank you, and I hope you see me in the next one. Have a good day.